If you'd like to see how I'm going to transform this plain dome lid tumbler cup into this very pretty, blingy, but subtle wedding gift for the bride, keep watching this video. Hey YouTube! So I'm going to get started adding some embellishments to this cup. First, I'm just going to wipe it off with some alcohol to make sure that there's no dirt. Well, not dirt, but like dust or oil on the cup. And I cut out the word bride. I think the name of this font is called Amanda. I used my silhouette cameo. And I think this is like 3.5 wide and maybe 1.5 inches or 2 inches tall. So I'm just going to take an old gift card, smooth that on, and carefully peel that off. Okay, so I'm going to get the lid prepped. And I'm just going to wipe it off with some alcohol. And I'm just going to take some of this craft paint. This is optional, but I'm going to paint it with white paint. It doesn't have to be neat or anything. I'm just going to do one coat. I'm going to let this dry for about 20 minutes, maybe 30. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm going to be adding some silver, like some chunky bling. And sometimes when you're using chunky bling, you can go in between with smaller rhinestones to kind of fill in the spaces. But when you paint something before adding the rhinestones to it, in my opinion, it tends to give it a nice fuller look. Now, I wasn't sure how this was going to work because instead of like a regular glue, I'm going to use a UV resin. And I used the UV resin because it makes it so much quicker to get finished with the project, and it really locks everything in really good. Before I add on my stuff to the lid, I'm going to make a really cute little bear. Oh, I love this transparent chunky glitter. It's called Sugar. It's so cute. And I'm just gonna add this as one of like the cute little decor that I add to the lid. And I'm just going to put this under my UV lamp and let that cure for about a minute or so. Now that it's cured, make sure you cure it on both sides, just to make sure that it's not like soft or still uncured. So this is really cute. I love how pretty this glitter is, and it matches the whole aesthetic of how I'm going to have the cup. So I'm going to get started. Like I said, I'm using UV resin. If you don't want to use UV resin, that's completely fine. You could use E6000, Liquid Fusion, One Dot Not a Lot, just to name a few. But I like this because it locks on. Now, it only works best when you're using it on something like plastic or glass that's transparent, because that's the whole point. The UV has to, like, the lamp has to cure the UV resin, and I wasn't sure how it was going to react with this white paint, so I didn't do it too thick so the light could still get through the cup, if you know what I mean. So basically, you're just going to watch me add this really pretty chunky bling and pearls to this cup. It's so pretty. I love how this is coming together. And I'm just going to go like a couple pieces at a time, hold it at a certain angle, because when you're dealing with bigger size pearls and larger size chunky bling, it will start sliding. So I'm just holding it at an angle, curing it, adding more, curing it, and that's just kind of the pattern that I'm going to go with. And the little tool that I'm using is called a wax pickup tool. You can get them on Amazon. I also have them on my website, myroyalradiance.com. They are so helpful. I mean, I don't know any other way to pick up rhinestones without like using some type of tool, but this is like the #1 tool. I love it. It just really helps. Some people use tweezers. With these bigger gems, sometimes I do have to pick it up and sit it on there, but otherwise I have to use my wax pickup tool. Okay, so I'm almost finished. I just want to add some finishing touches here. So I have this really cute trim. I like to use this trim also when I'm working on crafts. And I was just like, which one should I use? Should I go with this cute pearl trim? I bought this like a couple months ago. Or should I use this really blingy rhinestone trim? It was kind of hard. They both look so cute. However, I felt like it made more sense to use the pearl trim because we have pearls in the design, and pearls, you know, with the wedding, it's just a classier look, and I felt like it just made sense to go with the pearl trim. So I used the pearl trim. Let me know which one you like the best. Would you have used the rhinestone trim instead? I feel like either way you can't really go wrong. Now, I'm pulling the backing off. This stuff is really sticky as is, but I'm going to use a little bit of this Bob Smith glue just to make sure that it doesn't come off. And some of you may ask or wonder, is this cup going to be washable? Everything should be locked on here very well to where it should be washable. Like, I wouldn't just let it sit and soak and submerge in water. I would do a quick wash, like you know how you do a quick wash and rinse and just make sure it's cleaned out really good. I think that would be fine. I don't know about dishwasher safe. I don't use a dishwasher. That's a common question I get for these type of glasses or cups. I wouldn't. I mean, I would just do a quick wash, get it clean enough, you know, to keep using it, and I think that would be fine. Okay, so I'm wiping the cup off again just to make sure that there's no fingerprints or oil from my hand handling the cup, because I decided that I want to add the dates of the wedding. I just thought the cup was missing something, so I felt like adding the wedding date, which was August 10th, and I made this like literally the night before the wedding, so I wanted to make sure everything was perfect. So I just thought it was nice to add the wedding date, so that's what I'm doing here, just making sure it's lined up, because if it's not lined up properly, then I'm gonna have to take it off and put it back on again. So I think that would be nice to do on a cup if you want to, or if you don't want it to say bride, you can have the cup say the bride's name, like her new name, Mrs., you know, whatever her name is going to be. Because I posted the first gift. The video should be the video before this one. I made a set of toasting flutes for the bride and groom. So it has their name on it. And I was thinking to myself, like, oh, these are so pretty. I should have added their wedding date on them, but I didn't. So I was like, let me add the wedding date to the cup. So I thought that was a nice finishing touch. Again, also, that is completely optional. And I used my Silhouette Cameo to cut this as well. Be careful if you're using a picker, because you don't want to scratch the cup, because it's very easy to scratch the cup. So be careful when you're handling it. Okay, you guys, here is the final finished result of this tumbler cup for the bride. And I think it came out really pretty. And like I said, adding that white paint underneath, to me, gives it a fuller look, which it will still be okay if not, because you would just see like little clear pieces, you know, unless you just got some really teeny tiny rhinestones and made sure you filled up all those little areas. So I think either way is cool. And I also want to give you a look of the other gift that I made. In case you didn't see the other video, check that video out too. Those toasting flutes came out so cute. I just love this bear on there. I love to use my little bear mode. That bear is pretty big, but I thought it was cute for this cup. Also, that bear mode, I'll have the links to where you can get everything from Amazon that I use. You can turn that same bear into like a cute little crock charm. It'll be kind of big, but I feel like you could fit 1 or 2 on per crock. Also, if you don't really have much money to put like $100 in an envelope for a wedding, I don't know what the minimum is these days. I know some years ago before inflation, it was like 50 bucks. But I think now it's probably 100. But if you don't have money to give and you still want to show up and support, make your gift if you can. These are the toasting flutes that I made. This was also a part of their gift. They absolutely love them. So this would be a nice gift to give someone also, the toasting flutes, like if you went to the bridal shower, so they could use them at the wedding, you know. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I felt like this DIY was fairly simple. I hope that you find this as something that you can do yourself. I don't want nothing to seem like it's too difficult, because I feel like you can like literally do this. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you did like it. Share it on Facebook or send it to someone else who may like it. I'm almost at 30,000 subscribers, literally about 350 away. But thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you watching and commenting. I try to answer all the questions, and I greatly appreciate you guys. Bye-bye. Check out our website, myroyalradiance.com, and we do carry faux leather inspired designer fabric for your crafting needs, luxury inspired crock charms, as well as iron-on patches and much more. Enjoy the coupon code MyRoyalBeauty10 off. Check out our website, crtacticaldefense.com, where we do sell in-waistband gun holsters, belly band holsters, and many more. Please check out my discount code VIBES for a special discount for my subscribers.